So as visitors will see to the airfield this evening, the runway particularly is at end of life now, and we're having to do additional patch repairs to maintain it to a serviceable standard.
My name is Stuart Clark. I'm the chairman of Alderney's Economic Development Committee. EDC's been working really hard to make Alderney an attractive place to invest. We've established an enterprise hub mirroring Guernsey's digital greenhouse. We've had approaches from a number of different businesses looking to establish themselves here, from Jersey Energy Technologies, a sort of renewables tech company, to a data centre, which would give the island a decent income. But the challenge, I suppose, is that without certainty over our transport links, mainly the fact that we don't know if our runway is going to be functional in a year or two's time, companies and young entrepreneurs are they're discouraged from setting up here and moving here. So that's a great challenge.
So I'm Giles Woodhouse. I live here with my wife Catherine, and I'm head of sales for the clothing brand Gym Plus Coffee. So in my work, I can work remotely, based here the majority of the time, but I do travel every month on and off island. I'm generally off island for a week or so every month, at various trade shows, visiting customers. I look after their wholesale business, so there's a lot of customer facing time. So whilst I can do that predominantly here, it is still critical that I'm able to get on and off island every month.
I'm Ian Corder. I'm a remote worker on Alderney, and I also helped set up the Enterprise and Technology Hub here. I'm really positive about the future of Alderney. We've got some great opportunities happening, and particularly the work we do here at the Hub is supporting people on the island and helping them relocate to Alderney as well. The runway is absolutely vital to Alderney's future in terms of both people being able to live here and being able to work and visit. For people who live here, we need to be able to get on and off to access medical care, to be able to visit family and friends off island as well. But we also need to be able to attract people here to be able to do business, to visit and contribute to the economy. So it is still vital, even in a remotely connected world, that people are able to physically get here as well.
My name's Chris McGregor. I'm the Managing Director of Alderney Electricity. We have some exciting plans to invest in renewable technology that will allow us to transition away from diesel generation to using solar, tidal and wind to generate our electricity on the island. This airport isn't just about travel. It's absolutely critical infrastructure for everything that we do. And without it, a company like Alderney Electricity has to take harder decisions because of increased risk, increased instability and probably increased cost.
Tracy Farquhar-Beck, and Director of the Blonde Hedgehog. Well, it's essential to the island. It's essential to all of the businesses on the island, and it's essential to day-to-day living on the island as well. So it's of huge importance, and it's not so much about having a reliable airline, it's having airfield and runway that's fit for purpose, and without that then we're scuppered.
My name's Louis Jean. I'm a building contractor here on Alderney. We're just a small economy, and I think it doesn't take a lot to tip us either way. And major works like the runway repairs, they're just not only vital, but they will help to really boost our economy. There's a lot of high net worth UK residents looking to move over, and they're delaying their decision while there's uncertainty around this project. And the sooner this project's done, I think the sooner our economy is just going to absolutely flourish.
Sophie White, and I'm the director at La Ville Hotel. I'd like to be optimistic about the future, and I think that the business model that we have is right for the business that we bring in across the island thus far. What I do think is that there does need to be some drastic change in connectivity and the reliability of the connectivity, just to give people confidence, I suppose, in travelling to and from the island. We have visitors regularly. For example, just this week, there's delays in weather and that kind of thing. So not having a runway that's fit for purpose is really paramount. We need the visitors. That's our lifeline. That's what keeps us alive.
My name is John Rivers-Moore. I'm one of the directors of Stenham. We are looking to retain our operations here, which is really successful and uses the skills of people and obviously contributes to the economy here. We are just shy of 30 people who are employed here. I believe that the States is the only entity that employs more than Stenham does. Together, we assist our clients who are based around the world, but rely on the services of our team who are based here in Alderney. You know, we're very happy with the operations that we have here and the people who are here. We've been here for nearly 30 years. What is really important to us and what impacts us is when there's uncertainty in terms of travel.
I'm Claudette Woodruff-Clark, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer to a small finance business over here. There's a lot of concern over the runway. Obviously, connections are vital. You know, it's a necessity for the island to have a suitable runway that's fit for purpose. We have directors that visit, you know, quite regularly. DHL, believe it or not, is an issue because you can't get signed documents off. I think that all the finance houses over here have issues with recruiting young people. It's very difficult to encourage young people to relocate here without being able to get on and off the island very easily. And I think that, you know, if we had a fit-for-purpose runway, we could get a reliable airline sorted, and then, you know, people would be more willing to come. I've spoken to people in Guernsey and, you know, who live in Guernsey, and they're really happy there. But the one key thing they always say is they like to be able to get off the island. Well, it's the same here for everybody. So I think, you know, if we could get the runway sorted, that's half the battle, really.
Andrew Eggleston, Managing Director of Bell & Co Estate Agents and President of the Alderney Chamber of Commerce. We rely on air transport, whereas the other islands have sea and air transport. Therefore, no matter what plane is mooted to be a good idea here, without a runway, we are in a mess. Guernsey knows our runway has been deteriorating for a few years, but still nothing's happened. We may be getting closer to it now, but without the refurbishment, rehabilitation of our runway, we're quite lost actually, because we don't have the backup.
My name's Beth Chapman. I'm Community Governor for the school, Chair of St Anne's School PTA, and also Welfare Officer for the Alderney Football Club. It's incredibly important. It's been going on for years now. We can't just keep kicking the can down the runway. We need to get on and sort it. It will help Alderney thrive if we can, you know, get reliable transport service, people coming in and out, new entrepreneurs coming into the island, new families. This is what we want. If we've got a reliable service there, it will happen. People will come. The more Alderney thrives, the better for everyone. Better for the Bailiwick, more tax into the pot. Everyone benefits from it.
From my own perspective, working, and everyone like me who needs to be able to access the mainland, Guernsey, further afield, via that one piece of infrastructure, it is absolutely critical to all of us to still be able to get on and off when you need to. And it's that reliability, knowing it's there day in, day out, year round, that is super critical.
I think what's really important is to our people. You know, the people here who battle to get off have to make alternative plans. So if they can rest assured in terms of that connectivity, that keeps a happy workforce here. It means that there's less disruption, there's less cost to the economy, and businesses can stay here and keep the people happily working here. Because if they leave the island because of these costs, these uncertainties, then the island will suffer. And if we get below a minimum number of people, it may cause issues. We want to recruit people here. We want to keep people employed here as part of our business.
My name's Andrew Gallatley. I'm the Executive Director of the Alderney Gambling Control Commission. I've been in that role for 3 years. The AGCC has been in Alderney since the year 2000, so a little over 25 years. And during that time it's contributed more than £40 million to Alderney's funds. In the last 3 years alone it's £6.5 million. So it's an important contributor to the welfare of Alderney. The AGCC is an international regulator, one of the highest ranked in the world, and we need to regulate our licensees wherever they are in the world. We obviously need to travel from Alderney, that's very important to us, and any restriction on our ability to do so is a problem for our business.
It's not just economy, but it's medical, it's everything. It's our lifeline. We need that runway. It doesn't matter really about the airport terminal, but the actual runway and the control tower are vital to this island. Without it, the economy will just dry up and we will become more of a burden to Guernsey rather than less.